Hi everyone, I am Alicia Swanson and I'm the creator of these daily quick reads. I'm going to walk you through step by step how to get the most from this resource. So the first place we'll start is looking at best practices. With best practices, I use the gradual release model when I made all of my products. I start with modeled instruction, and that's where I'm teaching with my interactive read aloud. If you own my curriculum bundle, then you have this material as your first part of your instruction. The next part is my skill-based reading groups. I also call them my strategy groups. And this is where we have shared instruction and guided practice. This part, the daily quick reads, falls in perfectly with our independent practice. This is where we're expecting our students to do the skills and strategies that we've been teaching them independently in their own time. So if you own my curriculum bundle, you will download that entire resource and you get a whole bunch of files. You're going to start here to find your daily quick reads. I sometimes call them my daily reading warm-ups as well. So click on that and it'll give you a folder that you unzip, and you'll have three parts right here. One, this is your instructions. Two, something that says Schedule A, and something that says Schedule B. Let me walk you through Schedule A versus Schedule B. So Schedule A is best for anybody who is not using my reading comprehension curriculum. It's the first product I made with this. It's something that's following a predictable pattern of fiction, then nonfiction, then fiction, then nonfiction. Schedule B is something I wrote for anybody who is using my curriculum bundles or who follows my scope and sequence of teaching your units. It's following the same scope and sequence for the units that I introduce in the same order, so that you can be doing your daily quick reads at the same time that you're doing your interactive read aloud and your reading strategy groups. Now, both Schedule A and Schedule B have the exact same material. The difference between Schedule A and Schedule B is simply the order of the weeks in which the skills are presented. So here's an example, here's me showing you what Schedule A looks like. If you look in the blue, these are fiction lessons followed by a spiral review, nonfiction, spiral review, nonfiction, just following a simple pattern. Schedule B looks just a little different. This is following the pattern that I have in my curriculum scope and sequence. So when you open up your file, you'll see every week is kind of following the same patterns. We always start the week with showing a skill focus. This is where I'm including all the information that the students need for practicing that skill for the entire week. Then for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, that's where your students are practicing the skill. These are quick practices that should take no more than 5 minutes, and your students should be able to complete them independently. Then on Friday, it's a little different. This is a check-in. This is where your students are responding to your questions about how they feel about using these skills and strategies, if they feel like they're able to do this independently, or if they have any more questions about that skill and strategy. So, like I said, every few weeks there's a spiral review where your students are practicing and reviewing the prior skills. This is to keep those skills sharp throughout the entire year. Everything in these packets is meant to be student directed. That means that you just need to assign them, and then the students have everything at their fingertips to complete the activities. Everything here is differentiated in terms of reading level. So I offer 3 different reading levels that you can choose from so that you can assign different levels amongst your students. The questions that the students are answering are generally the same questions. So if you own my curriculum bundle, these skills and strategies that I've included here are perfectly aligned to my interactive read aloud lessons and my strategy group lessons. This is so that you have a lot of different opportunities to introduce the content and practice it throughout the year. So I hope that's been helpful, and I feel like if you have any more questions about using this resource, please send me a message.